Bachelorette Jenn Tran would tell herself to buckle up, buddy. October 10, 2024. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bachelor Nation News. Bachelorette Jenn Tran is thinking back to everything she has learned over the past year. Fans have seen her endure major heartbreak this year during her time as the lead. Devin Strader broke up with her before her finale even aired on television. Looking back, she can see some of the things she did wrong. Keep reading to see what she has to say. Jenn Tran looks back over past year. Bachelorette Jenn Tran is looking back over the past year and reflecting on everything she has been through. She is an honoree in Us Weekly's Reality Stars of the Year issue, so they asked her a few questions. Reflecting on her journey over the past year, she said it was emotional, heartbreaking, and hopeful. If she would go back and tell a version of her that was about to leave for filming what to expect, she would say, "Buckle up, buddy. I would say that sometimes things don't work out the way that you want them to, but that's because the universe has a different plan for you, and just to buckle up and enjoy the ride." She also went on to say, "If I had to go back, I would tell myself to trust my gut and dig into it a little bit more and to trust my intuition." Jenn admits she didn't really do that with Devin Strader. When she meets someone now who is dating a character like Devin, Jenn tells them to trust their gut feeling. She said they are feeling a certain way for a reason. Jenn also said nobody should let someone manipulate them. Moving forward, Jenn says she's learning how to smile again. As for revenge, she revealed living her best life is the best move for her. Women have found her inspiring. Jenn Tran said women and men will come up to her and say they too have endured a broken engagement. They all admire what she has done and how she has overcome it. She is also proud of being able to represent her Vietnamese heritage and her family on television. People have commended her for her representation of the Asian population as well. Jenn is still competing on Dancing with the Stars. She has Jonathan Johnson there to cheer her on and offer her support. So far, she and he both deny anything romantic is going on between them. What do you think about Jenn wishing she could tell herself a year ago to buckle up? Stay tuned for more updates. Today, we're diving deep into Jenn Tran's reflections on her whirlwind year as the Bachelorette, the heartbreak she's endured, and the lessons she's learned along the way. If you've been following Jenn's journey, you know it hasn't been easy. Today, we'll explore her candid interview with Us Weekly, where she opens up about heartbreak, intuition, and living her best life. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Jenn Tran looks back at a year of highs and lows. Jenn Tran's year as the Bachelorette has been nothing short of emotional. She's gone from being a contestant hopeful to a reality TV star admired by millions. But with that fame came a level of scrutiny and heartbreak that she never could have imagined. Her breakup with Devin Strader before the finale even aired left her reeling. Reflecting on the past year, Jenn described it as a roller coaster filled with hope, heartbreak, and personal growth. She told Us Weekly it was emotional, heartbreaking, and hopeful all at the same time. This past year has shown Jenn that life doesn't always go according to plan, but it's how you respond to those curveballs that defines you. Jenn shared in her interview that if she could go back and talk to herself before she left for filming, she would have one simple piece of advice: buckle up, buddy. She went on to explain that while things didn't work out the way she envisioned, she now believes that everything happens for a reason. The universe had a different plan for her, and instead of resisting it, she has learned to embrace the ride. Learning to trust her gut. Jenn's biggest lesson from her time as the Bachelorette is one that resonates with many of her fans: trust your gut. Jenn candidly admits that she ignored her intuition when it came to Devin Strader. Looking back, she wishes she had listened to that small voice telling her something wasn't right. She told Us Weekly, "If I had to go back, I would tell myself to trust my gut and dig into it a little bit more and to trust my intuition." It's a powerful message for anyone who has found themselves second-guessing their instincts in relationships. Jenn emphasized that our gut feelings often arise for a reason, and ignoring them can lead to heartache. When she meets someone now who is dating someone similar to Devin, her advice is always the same. Trust your instincts and don't let anyone manipulate you into ignoring them. Jenn's relationship with Devin may have ended in heartbreak, but she's using that experience to help others. She's empowering women and men by sharing her story and encouraging them to trust their own inner voice, overcoming heartbreak and learning to smile again. Despite the emotional toll her breakup took on her, Jenn is determined to move forward. She's learning to smile again and finding joy in living her best life. In fact, Jenn revealed that her version of revenge isn't about getting back at anyone, it's about thriving. "Living my best life is the best move for me," she shared. This optimistic outlook has made Jenn an inspiration to many of her fans, especially those who have gone through their own breakups or broken engagements. In her interview, Jenn shared that women and men often come up to her to say how much they admire her strength. Many have endured similar heartbreaks, and they're inspired by the way Jenn has handled hers with grace. Representing her Vietnamese heritage. Another source of pride for Jenn is the representation of her Vietnamese heritage on national television. She expressed how important it was to her to represent not only herself, but also her family and her culture on the show. Many fans have praised Jenn for how she's represented the Asian community, and Jenn takes that responsibility seriously. In a world where diverse representation is still limited on reality TV, Jenn's presence as a strong, proud Vietnamese woman has resonated with many viewers. Jenn shared that she's received countless messages from people expressing how much her journey has meant to them. They've told her how powerful it was to see someone from the Asian community in such a prominent role on one of the biggest reality TV shows in the world. Jenn's pride in her heritage shines through, and she's grateful for the opportunity to inspire others. Jenn Tran on Dancing with the Stars and support from Jonathan Johnson. As many of you know, Jenn is currently competing on Dancing with the Stars. It's yet another chapter in her already eventful year, and she's giving it her all. Fans have noticed the close bond between Jenn and fellow contestant Jonathan Johnson, and rumors have swirled about a possible romantic connection. However, both Jenn and Jonathan have denied any romance, insisting that their relationship is purely platonic. Still, it's clear that Jonathan has been a source of support for Jenn throughout this journey. Whether they're romantically involved or not, fans can't help but notice the chemistry between them. For now, Jenn is focused on her dancing and continuing to live her best life, but who knows what the future holds. Reflecting on heartbreak with Devin Strader. Jenn's breakup with Devin Strader was one of the most talked about moments of her season, and it's still a topic of discussion among fans. In her interview with Us Weekly, Jenn shared that while the breakup was painful, she's grateful for the lessons she learned from it. She admitted that she ignored red flags and didn't trust her intuition, but now she's wiser for the experience. When Devin ended things with Jenn before the finale aired, it was a shock to both her and Bachelor Nation. Many fans speculated about what went wrong, and in her interview, Jenn provided some insight. She explained that Devin wasn't the right match for her, and while it hurt at the time, she now understands that the universe had other plans. Jenn's reflections on her relationship with Devin serve as a reminder that even when things don't go as planned, there's always something to be learned. She's using her experience to grow and to help others who may be going through similar situations. Jenn's advice for others: trust your intuition. One of the key takeaways from Jenn's interview is the importance of trusting your intuition. Jenn acknowledged that she didn't do this with Devin, and it's something she regrets. Now, she's encouraging others to listen to their gut feelings and not ignore red flags in relationships. "You're feeling a certain way for a reason," she said. Jenn's message has resonated with many of her fans, particularly those who have been in toxic or manipulative relationships. Her advice to trust yourself and not let someone else manipulate you is powerful, and it's something that many people can relate to. Jenn may have gone through heartbreak, but she's coming out stronger on the other side. She's living her best life, and she's not letting anyone or anything stand in her way. Looking ahead, what's next for Jenn Tran? So what's next for Jenn Tran? She's still competing on Dancing with the Stars and giving it her all on the dance floor. Her fans are cheering her on, and she's determined to keep pushing herself. Whether or not she ends up winning the competition, Jenn is already a winner in the eyes of Bachelor Nation. As for her personal life, Jenn is taking things one day at a time. She's focused on living her best life and continuing to inspire others with her story. She's proud of the journey she's been on, and she's excited to see what the future holds. Final thoughts: Jenn's journey is far from over. Jenn Tran's journey as the Bachelorette may be over, but her story is far from finished. She's learned so much over the past year, from trusting her gut to living her best life. Her candid reflections in Us Weekly's Reality Stars of the Year issue give fans a glimpse into the emotional roller coaster she's been on, and how she's come out stronger because of it. Jenn's advice to buckle up and trust the process is something we can all take to heart. Life doesn't always go according to plan, but as Jenn has shown us, sometimes the detours lead to the most beautiful destinations. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Bachelor Nation News. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates on all your favorite reality TV stars. Let me know in the comments what you think about Jenn's reflections, and if you've ever had to trust your gut in a relationship. I'll see you all next time.